with late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, there was only one game in these NBA playoff games last night, and that one game was the Golden State Warriors and Minnesota Timberwolves. 6 and the 7 seeds playing with each other against each other last night in game 2. As we all know, what was reported before this game even started, that Steph Curry is said to miss at least a week due to a hamstring strain or pull. Well, what it sounds like from him, I don't think it's going to be a week. It might be 2 weeks. Can you say he's not going to try to rush it? And when it comes to hamstring injuries, strains or pulls are going to be difficult to, trying to get healthy from, because it's not something that's just going to heal over 2 to 3 days. You'll be fine. Hamstring injuries tend to linger longer than what we think they should linger. So on Thursday night, the Golden State Warriors, they needed Steph Curry because they started this game down 13-0 in the first. But the Minnesota Timberwolves had their own problems. The final scores of this game was 117-193 to even it up. Anthony Edwards' left ankle gave way, caused the Wolves fans to have the biggest scare of the season. Edwards already playing on a compromised ankle after hurting it in Game 4 of the first round against the Los Angeles Lakers, had to leave the game midway through the second quarter after re-injuring it when Warriors big man Trace Jackson Davis stepped on him. Jackson Davis blocked Edwards' shot at the rim with 6:03 remaining of the quarter, sending him to the floor with Edwards already below him. Jackson Davis inadvertently landed on Edwards' left ankle. As play continued on the other end of the floor, Edwards remained on the floor. Wilson and Rudy Gobert stopped the action by fouling Jimmy Butler. And Minnesota caught a timeout with 5:56 left at the second, leading 37-19. But it didn't really matter, though, because it didn't matter. Jaden McDaniels subbed in for Edwards, who exited through the tunnel opposite the Minnesota bench, helped by members of the Wolves medical staff. Minnesota protected his lead with Edwards out, but Golden State only managing to cut the gap from 18 points to 17 by halftime, as Julius Randle scored 9 of his game-high 24 points in the second quarter. They said Edwards was attended to in the locker room by Wolves Vice President of Medical Operations and Performance David Hines. Hines guided Edwards through a series of modalities to test the ankle, and he said it was fine. They said Edwards played even better after the injury, scoring 13 of his 20 points on 4 for 6 shooting after halftime, grabbing 5 of 9 rebounds. He also had 5 assists, 3 steals, and a block. Edwards posted a team best plus minus of plus 21, in 34 minutes, and received universal praise from his teammates for the gutty performance, trying to call it the equivalent of Paul Pierce. They even say that my man's got an immortal ankle. 6 balls for Josh Bennett. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And of course, those stands, well, anyways, I'm not going to say anything about those stands. But they needed Steph Curry, Golden State. They really did. I think the Timberwolves smelled blood in the water, and they wasted no time in game 2 responding to that blood in the water. They knew what was going to happen, and they capitalized. They had to. Box score wise, for Minnesota, Julius Randle had 24 points and 11 rebounds, 10 for 17 from the field. Jaden McDaniels had 16, 7 for 10. Rudy Gobert, Rudy Gobert had 5 points. Mike Conley had 6. I think Mike Conley might be healing his way out. 2 for 5 on 6 points. And there were 6 for 13 and 20 points, but he almost had 10 rebounds to 5 assists. I got the rest of this bench right quick. I don't know who's even on this bench. Nas Reed came off the bench with 11. Dante DiVincenzo came off the bench with 9 himself. But the biggest factor is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's cousin, Alexander Walker, had 20 points in 26 minutes, 7 for 13 as well. And they get some time from Terrence Shannon Jr., who only had 2 points. Josh Barnett and Miller both had 2 points apiece for the Warriors. As for the Golden State Warriors, Draymond Green, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. And I will say this about Draymond Green. He did something stupid again last night, knocking Nas Reed across the face, getting a technical foul. And then he thought it was fine just to sit there and crash out and argue with the refs, and to the point Stephen Curry had to calm him down. It's to the point where now his fingernails are... Nah, I'm joking. But anyways, the hell was I thinking about? I just said fingernails. Where'd that come from? I'm doing this late, people. I'm doing this wee hours in the morning. But yeah, he's swiping Nas Reed across the face and everything, crashing out, and I'm surprised he didn't get a second technical foul for that. But the joke is, the reoccurring joke is, whenever Steph ain't playing, it's time for Draymond Green to crash out because he can't shoulder everything, even though he got Jimmy Butler out there. It's kind of weird. Jimmy Butler had 17, nothing from Quentin Post, 15 for Buddy Hield, 11 for Podimski. Dudley was a Badimski. 11 points in 33 minutes, 4 for 9. Kuminga had 18 points in 26 minutes. I imagine Steph was playing. Trace Jackson Davis came out there with 15 points, 6 rebounds, 6 for 6. He was 6 for 6 from the field, 3 for 5 from 3. Santos, I said Manuel Moody came out with 3. And that was pretty much it. Warriors did not shoot good at all. 9 for 32, 28% from the field. Of course, they ain't shoot good when there ain't no Steph Curry playing. But from the free throw line, they didn't do any better. 16 for 25 from the free throw line, 64%, 38 for 76 from the field altogether. So, Minnesota had to bounce back. They responded. And this series goes to the Bay Area, to Chase Center, to see if the Warriors, without Steph Curry, can try to get some more wins in this series. And they know this series might be over. Definitely might be over. Not Warriors, but Timberwolves win Game 3. But anyways, tell me what you guys think.